So I thought this really hit me when I first read this book in a really powerful way because I'd been trying to think through the question of like, what does it mean to be a witness in the world that isn't performative good works and frenetic activity? And as
Mhm.
I look at churches, I think people are utterly exhausted for lots of reasons. But one of them is because being a Christian in some meaningful way is defined as activity. And what Lowell tries to do is shift the focus from actions, but also not get caught up in the, well, as long as what's in my heart is okay. That's kind of the other alternative, rejecting both of those and saying the principal purpose or the principal form or shape of Christian witness in the world is to be a sign. And that shifts it because it it entails all of you, and yet it is not so it's not so defined by activity or behavior. So he specifically calls out three scripture passages. You are the salt of the earth, you are the light of the world, and I send you out as sheep among wolves. And those will be developed as the course of the book goes on. But what he does is he takes them very specifically. He even says, don't take these as just pretty words or simple similes or metaphors. These have a very specific content that we can think through. So, for instance, salt of the earth, he says, which I'm sure a lot of Christians don't realize, but when Jesus says that, he's alluding to the covenant of salt from
Yeah.
Leviticus. Yay, underrated Leviticus. Um, but, of course, if you only eat salt, you will die and it will taste bad. You need the salt to make everything else taste good. And so that's kind of the idea behind the covenant of salt. And then what Jesus means by the salt of the earth is that you are what gives flavor to everything else, makes everything else um, have its true value and have its true value be recognized.